Development. Linda asked me to chair this committee. I'd like to call economic development to order at 6 o'clock. We have a couple proposed action items on that agenda, but before we do, we have a couple people from the Wilder Wyndham Hotel. I would like to talk about CPACE, which has to do with energy conservation. Sure. Okay. Floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Greene County Legislator, for allowing us to speak to you today. My name is John Flanagan, and I am the founder and CEO of Wilder Hotels. I grew up in upstate New York. I graduated from SUNY Cobleskill to become a chef. My business partners, Alex Libben and Joe Levine, are both from Mid-Hudson County, Valley, excuse me. My partner, Alex, and I greatly appreciate the opportunity to speak to you today. We love Greene County and we love Wyndham. And we're so appreciative of the opportunity to speak to you specifically about the CPACE funding program that we think is very crucial for the county. I started Wilder Hotels 6 years ago to focus on community-based resorts to restore iconic properties in leisure destinations. Joe, Alex, and I acquired the Thompson House last June. We took on the risk because we believe, and we believe more than ever right now, that it's a very viable project that will benefit Greene County in a very positive and meaningful way. The new Wilder Wyndham is a very unique resort with 110 rooms, a restaurant, large event space that is currently scheduled to open in July of this year, in just a short time. As of today, we are 80% completed with a full restoration of all interior and exterior spaces. I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Alex, and let him take it from here. But thank you for your time today, and we look forward to collaborating with Greene County in the years to come.
Thanks, John. And thank you, everyone, really, for taking the time and for inviting us to this. I think it's helpful for me to frame this discussion around what CPACE is and what it is not. CPACE is an economic development engine. It's a jobs engine. It's a tax revenue engine. Take a project like ours, where we have approval right now for roughly $4 million of CPACE financing. With this money, we can open more rooms sooner. We can hire more people sooner. We can generate more tax revenue sooner. This legislature's adoption of CPACE can help us accelerate those goals. And this economic engine applies to other projects as well. Just speaking for my firm, now knowing that this CPACE program exists makes us more likely to develop in counties which have adopted this program. It really is just that impactful. It does move the needle. Many of our neighboring communities, including Columbia County, Albany County, Dutchess County, Ulster County, have adopted this program. And the availability of CPACE financing in these counties incentivizes private investment and just makes these counties, these communities, that much more attractive for private investment. Speaking now as a new Greene County business owner, if our county is really going to compete for the best projects and the best talent, then I feel like we have to make every effort to support private investment. CPACE is a private program. This is the free market at work, with currently 15 private lenders across New York State competing to lend money to interested borrowers at the lowest rates and the best terms the market will support. Our lender is based in Irvington, New York. I think a fair question might be, why are private lenders willing to lend at such low rates with this program? Well, this loan is really a benefit assessment lien. It acts like a private tax assessment. It's subordinate to all municipal charges, including property taxes, but it's senior to the lien that's created under the first mortgage. So now your next question might be, well, why would a regular first mortgage lender, say a Main Street bank, allow for this loan or assessment to be more senior with the PACE lender getting paid first? What do they get out of it? I think that's a super fair question. So mortgage lenders consent to CPACE finance project because these improvements made with CPACE financing improve both the value of the building, the lender's collateral, and the property owner's cash flow, which is their ability to pay the loan. And it's also important to note that CPACE assessments can't be accelerated. So there's no large balloon payment that comes out. But this isn't a hypothetical lender approving a theoretical loan. There are hundreds of first mortgage lenders across the country and across the state that have approved thousands and thousands of PACE financings. Our current construction lender, Precita, is one of our biggest CPACE cheerleaders. They're encouraging us to participate in this program. CPACE is a net revenue generator for the county. As someone mentioned to me as we were going through this process, doesn't the county lose out on mortgage recording tax under this CPACE program? Doesn't that hurt the county? And I responded that this is a fair question, but it really only tells part of the story. Assuming we're eligible to take advantage of this extra $4 million of first mortgage construction financing, the county will get their share of $50,000, which is 1.25% on the $4 million. And that's not nothing, right? That's a lot of money, $50,000. But let's contrast that with what the CPACE program helps incentivize, which is our project that's projected to generate $58.8 million of revenue in its first 5 years of operation. Greene County's share of that, 4% of the sales tax revenue, $2.35 million. And that's not to mention the 40 full-time jobs we plan to create, the tens of thousands of visitors we expect to draw, and the neighboring businesses our guests will support. Greene County IDA, they did an analysis of our project, and they estimated that the project benefits to Greene County were more than $12 million. But it's not just about the money, because projects like ours, projects that are supported by programs like CPACE, they contribute meaningfully to the county. Whether it's, as John mentioned, restoring historic buildings, supporting local tourism, helping other businesses like ski mountains or wedding venues by providing additional hotel rooms. We believe that projects like ours, projects like Wilder Wyndham, contribute much to our community. CPACE is not a government program. The sole role of elected government in this process is what we are asking of you. It's for the county to adopt this program. And all this does is it authorizes private lenders and private borrowers to work together without government subsidy to drive economic development. Greene County is not a green energy program. It's an efficiency program. Efficient capital incentivizing efficient property improvements. Neither NYSERDA nor any other energy department sponsors this program. For our project, CPACE will finance the installation of new windows, better insulation, new lighting, better siding, and on and on. CPACE is not a risk to the county or its taxpayers. The program uses all private money. A private entity records the PACE benefit assessment mean and does the work on behalf of the county, the municipality, and also works directly with the lenders and the borrowers to handle all the administrative work. There's no administrative burden on the county. It's tough out there right now. Our project is over budget. Everything we thought was going to cost more. Everything we thought was going to be available took longer and was more expensive to get. You just have to fill up your gas tank. You know how much things have increased in the past year. But we're committed to this project. We're committed to making it the best it can be for our partners, for our employees, for Wyndham, for Greene County. We think it's important that we, private sector, public sector, work together. And even if CPACE only creates another few projects from the time this body adopts it, we think that'll be a net benefit for the people of Greene County. I guess this is the point where I ask you sincerely for your support for this project. Enabling this legislation will have a meaningful impact on our business, on our project, on our employees. Thank you tremendously for your time. I'm available to answer questions now at any point in the process.
What happens if the major lender that you have now, I know yours agreed to do that.
Sure.
What happens if they say no? we adopt this. Somebody has a project and they say, no, we don't. We want to stay the primary.
Sure.
Or I can take second.
So if in this situation, I would, because this financing, C-PACE financing is so attractive, in the hypothetical you said where they change their mind and no longer want to approve it, I'd refinance them out. I'd go find another lender. And I have a list of lenders, dozens of pages long.
Not everybody has that ability. So my point would be, how would that benefit somebody that?
Sure. So a lot of times what's happened, not with our project, because we only learned about PACE financing later, but a lot of times what happens is lender who's your PACE lender is also your first mortgage. It usually ends up happening at the same time, so there isn't that misconnection between the parties. Yes, sir.
So I went up last week and looked at your property, and you should be commended for the work you're doing. I don't think there was one building that wasn't under construction, right? I think a new pool going in and new windows, and it was nice to see. Now, there's some other adjacent properties. Are you doing any work on those, or are you just keeping the original footprint?
Right now, we're keeping the original footprint. We have no intention to expand. We have plenty of work on our plate as it is.
Okay.
You know, a lot of these buildings, they're older buildings, right? The
Yeah.
Thompson House was there for 140 years. It took a tremendous amount of work to restore this. Our project budget's going to end up being north of $27 million to bring this hotel back online.
Yeah, I mean, it was really something to see. You know, you're doing a great job up there, and I was amazed at the undertaking that you're doing. So I thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming in and answering questions. Some of that was very unclear. And why some of that wanted to
Yeah.
I don't think we just understood the process and how it works. So what I got an email from you with certainly helped out a lot.
Thank you.
I have a question. Is this CPAC PACE, I'm sorry, is it project specific, or if we adopt a resolution, does that just open the door to anybody just fill out an application?
I would imagine it's you guys that have the authority when you are authorizing this. Look like. As we've seen it in other communities, it is authorizing the adoption of this program, and then it kind of sets the free market at work. But I imagine it's within your discretion. So,
And then the market has to meet the qualifications.
of course, of course.
Alex, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well,
Thank you.
All right. Heather, you're up.
It's a great segue. I love it. John, if you're still on, Heather Bagshaw, Greene County Tourism. I just asked for 5 minutes. I wanted to share with all of the legislators our new travel guide. I'm super excited because it really is the next. That's okay. I can show. Oh wait, I'm gonna press it first because I couldn't steal any more boxes. But this really showcases who we are as a community. It showcases John's project as well as a lot of other projects that are happening. I did a very quick research study on the economic development that's been happening in Greene County, and we have 27% of our 100 lodging properties are new owners since last 5-10 years. And of those, about $50,000 of investment will happen this year and in the next 5 years, excuse me. So that's a lot of money on just lodging itself. And you guys need one for your records if you do. And I have one just to show. So John's project is really showcasing what is happening all over Greene County. And so what we did this year is very different. I shared this with a lot of colleagues. And this guide is now a magazine. We took this approach because I don't necessarily want to be a listing data. We spent a lot of money on our website. We spent a lot of time updating it. So this is a direct to our website. It will also allow us to look at the analytics and showcase what our viewers and our readers are interested in. So it'll allow us to change our conversation instantaneously. So I wanted to share it with you guys, and I asked to just take 5 minutes out of the day because we are super proud of this. And when I say we, it's a team approach, it's workshop, it's businesses. We called businesses, we interviewed with businesses. John, you're in here as a new property. Thank you very much. We'll be looking forward for more content from you for next year. But it's a great resource. We're very proud of it. And it not only is supported by you, the legislators, by New York State matching funds, but also our businesses by ads in it. So enjoy, happy reading, have fun. There's a lot of great, interesting stories. Any feedback, I would love it, because anything I can do to make it better would be great.
Thanks.
Mike, thank you.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you for your support, Heather. Much appreciated.
I like the QR codes in here.
Yes.
Charlie said he's gonna use that one.
Smart move.
There you go.
After he called 911 just a minute ago.
You did.
He accidentally hit the emergency thing on his phone.
All right, we have two proposed action items here. The first one is authorizing out of state travel. Greene County Economic Development, Tourism and Planning for Heather.
Lennon,
I had to go first.
We had Lennon and
Handle.
True, our handle. Any discussion?
Yeah.
All in favor? Aye.
aye.
Opposed? So carried. The second one is appointing member for the Greene County Planning Board. I need a motion.
Rivera,
Rivera,
I'll second.
Patty did.
Dorrington.
Patty jumped in there.
Any discussion on this one? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So carried. Here, before we close this committee, I'd like to make a resolution, move a resolution to go forward with this CPACE funding. And I'm looking for a first and a second here.
I'll put that up.
I'll second.
Dorrington and Sherry True
As seconds.
as a second. And this will get the ball rolling for this. And what we could do it in the next meeting.
So we have to prepare an introductory local law, which is really just a template. It's the same one that every county adopts. So we'll start working on that and get that moving.
All right, anybody else?
Does it require a public hearing?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, so do you wanna
So I would,
set a public hearing?
in order to move this, we need
Okay,
time.
so first we'll set a public hearing.
Yeah, do you have a calendar, Tammy?
Oh, I don't have one.
How about if we move this to a Wednesday night and we'll have all the particulars?
Yeah, the resolution that you're doing for tonight is set the public hearing for this.
Okay,
All
all right. That's
That's
fine.
a yes, that's a yes.
That's what, yeah.
So we'll have the particulars out for Wednesday night. That way we don't miss the month then of June.
Okay, all in favor on this resolution?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Anything else coming before economic development tourism?
Motion to close.
We have Lennon and Handel. We are closed. See you Wednesday.
Okay, opening government operations at 6:19. We have 3 proposed resolutions. When did the first one get added?
Late this afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't see that last
from
night
Assemblyman Peg.
or the night before. I'm in favor of it. So resolution number 1, resolution in support of Assembly Bill A.990 to act to amend the education law in relation to permitting schools located within the state to purchase certain New York milk.
Rivera, Lennon,
Hobart, Barnett, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Number 2, authorizing the charge back of assessment roll related services and materials. Any discussion?
I'm just gonna, just so you know, I'm gonna vote no on this again.
Okay.
Boy.
I don't believe turning the full cost over.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Opposed.
Number 3, authorizing distribution of the mortgage tax. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Anything else to come before government operations?
Motion to close.
Closed.
Okay, we'll call Finance Committee to order. We have several proposed resolutions. First, the Mass Transportation Capital Project Supplemental Contract Agreement number 1.
Buelich.
Mr. Buelich.
Davis.
Mr. Davis, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number 2 is authorizing agreement with Greene County EMS Council, Inc. for EMT training.
Hobart.
Hobart, Slade, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number 3, authorization to purchase Greene County Sheriff's Office body cam and in-car video camera system. Martinez. Hobart. Martinez, Hobart, Rivera. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. 4, authorization to purchase Greene County Sheriff radios and console.
Lennon.
Martinez.
Lennon, Hobart.
And Lennon. Got the whole committee. Please note that,
Seconded by the whole committee?
I guess.
Sure.
Why not?
That's
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. 5, accepting proposal for engineering services for the rehabilitation of the Black Clove Bridge over the Black Hill Creek, bin number 3200120, town of Hunter. Mr. Lake,
Buelich.
Buelich, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's also carried. 6, authorizing award of asphalt paving at Angela Canna Park in the town of Carroll.
Lennon.
Mr. Lennon.
Davis.
Davis, and Mr. Hobart. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's also carried. 7, authorizing the purchase of 2 new single axle 2-wheel drive cab and chassis including snow and ice control with Martinez. Hobart, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's also carried. 8 is authorizing the purchase of 2 new 6x4 cab and chassis included dump body and snow and ice control equipment. I'll offer that. Would like to second.
Buelich.
Mr. Bueller, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's also carried. Number 9, authorize awarding bid for element specific bridge repair and maintenance, labor and equipment rental. Hobart.
Davis.
Mr. Davis, seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. 10 is awarding bid to purchase materials, Highway Department. Hobart.
Davis.
Mr. Davis, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. 11, awarding bid for wash, screen, crushed stone.
Davis.
Davis, Mr. Hobart, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. 12, authorizing change order number 1 for the Hunter Transfer Station Scale House. Mr. Lake?
Yes.
I'll second it. All in
Trey,
favor?
I just have a
Go ahead.
question. Is there any way we can somehow put this publicly out there that because of the slow motion of our state, that this is costing us this much more on this permit approval? Somehow, because $17,000 for a little scale house.
I mean, you could do it more in a announcement that would be okay, that this house is now open and here's how it played out. Here was the budget,
I mean-
here's what we wound up spending.
It's a lot of money because they were slow rolling things. Decided to not.
You just put it in the paper.
What?
So you just put it in the paper.
There you go. Hey,
Come on
Mike's
my
here.
radio show if you want and talk all day.
No. I think you got the gist of it. Mike, let your imagination run wild here.
Maybe we can get a CPACE grant.
Who's the new legislator?
All right,
All
thank
in
you,
favor?
Pat. Thanks, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, 13, authorized agreement, Greene County Mental Health Center with Carroll Durham Central School District.
Lennon.
Mr. Leonard.
Davis.
Mr. Davis, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's also carried. 14, authorizing agreement, Greene County Mental Health Center with Cooksaki at the Central School. Martin, Mr. Hobart, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's also carried. 15, authorizing agreement, Greene County Mental Health Center with Hunter Tannersville Central School District.
Lake.
Mr. Lake. Hobart, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's also carried. 16, authorized agreement, Greene County Mental Health, Wyndham, Ashland, Jewett Central School District.
Rivera.
Burr. Buich, and Mr. Davis. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's carried. 17, authorizing related service, or approving related service provider contract, preschool special education program. Hobart.
Davis.
Davis, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's carried. 18, authorizing out-of-state travel, Greene County Executive Economic Development Tourism Planning, Heather Bagshaw, Director of Tourism.
Lennon.
Second.
Lennon.
Harry. Lennon, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's carried. 19, authorizing chargeback of assessment roll related services and material. Martinez. Hobart, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's carried. One.
Two abstentions.
Two.
Two oppositions.
Oh, two?
Yeah, like.
Okay. Must have passed it there. 20, authorizing distribution of mortgage tax. Martinez. Thomas? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's carried. 21, 2022 funding allocation for Greene County Department of Human Services Youth Bureau.
Lennon.
Buich.
Leonard, Mr. Buich, and Mr. Buich. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's carried. 22, authorization of pay claims highway. Hobart, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's carried. 23, authorization of pay claim. I'll take it. Who'd like the second?
Lennon.
Mr. Leonard, Mr. Hobart. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's carried. That's all we have for resolutions we have tonight with us. Our treasurer. Able treasurer, still knowledgeable treasurer.
Or what?
Or what?
Well, I have a date for the auction,
Oh, what is it?
October 18th. Online. Totally
Online. Wow.
No in-person auctions. None of the auction houses are doing in-person auctions because of the social distancing. You can't find a facility large enough to hold it. So basically, they are doing this online. We don't know what the logistics are yet, but it's going to be interesting. They have indicated that their online auctions have been more successful than regular in-person auctions, which I find interesting. We'll see.
I hope they're right.
Now, does that go through the contractor that does the auction, Pete, or does it come to you, like they would sign up and you would give the name to them? Is it gonna be on the webpage, I guess is what I'm
I have
asking.
no idea yet, okay? We haven't worked out the logistics yet.
Okay,
We have time.
all right.
We'll see how some of those online auctions operate for the company we use. But I don't see it changing. We are hoping for earlier date rather than October, because we usually do it in September. So they have indicated that if they do get a cancellation, they will give us the new spot. Otherwise, if you look at your data, not much has changed. All the foreclosure letters have gone out. Everybody has received them. I haven't seen a big influx of delinquent taxes being paid yet, but I would imagine when panic time hits, it will be
be pretty soon. Otherwise, things that are down are supposed to be down, the things that are up are supposed to be up. Sales tax is sales tax, that's all. Not much you can say there.
Any questions for Peter?
When does the pamphlet usually come
I
out?
should tell you one thing, okay? When we're paying off a bond, you should know that any bond we issue has a prepayment penalty. Every bond has a prepayment penalty. The penalty in this case has been waived because we deal with a local bank and we are probably one of their best customers. And they basically have chosen to recognize that. So we will move forward. But we should probably keep that in mind for the future. Any other questions?
He's got.
About when does that pamphlet come out?
When does what?
The pamphlet, the list of
No
properties.
idea. That's the auction company.
Oh, they put that in.
Peter, we have 9.3 million that we're paying out, or we just paid out end of March, right? School tax for that? Yep. Village tax.
I'm
That's,
still waiting for the towns and villages to send me the money they owe the county. It's been rather slow about it, but I can understand that. Otherwise, quiet. Everybody's happy. And money just keeps rolling.
Peter keeps smiling. Thanks, Peter. Anything else coming for finance? If not, entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion closed.
Eric? A little general, second, short. We're closed.